They did these experiments that the way you dress changes the way you feel psychologically. I mean, I found it really interesting. I thought, okay, this is something that Paige will just run with and take it, to the higher level again.
Did you push record?
Thank you so much for tuning in again to Our Second Act with Paige and Silka.
For your second act of life.
Hi, Paige. How are you?
Hi, Silka.
You're doing good. You look beautiful as always.
Oh, thank you, Silka.
Yeah,
but anyway.
Which leads us right into the topic that we want to talk about today, kind of a little lighter from some of the stuff we've done recently, and that is dressing. Two women talking about what we're going to wear. And why is that important? Because I ran across this article that I thought was so interesting, and I'm somebody, of course, that doesn't like to shop. But, it was titled Enclothed, I can hardly pronounce it, Cognition. And what it said was, and I found this interesting, that clothing, communicates with our world. They did these experiments that the way you dress changes the way you feel psychologically. I mean, I found it really interesting. I thought, okay, this is something that Paige will just run with and take it, to the higher level again.
Well, since I'm not the expert on it, but you will be interviewing the expert on it.
That's right.
I can just share with you, like you said, Silka, my different slant on it. Colors always mean something. Each color means something. And when you look at your body and you look at chakras, and you and I will be doing things with chakras later on, but each chakra is connected to organs in the body, and each chakra has a color related to it. So you think about this. When you think about what you're talking about, the clothes that you wear, what I have seen with my clients is that unconsciously they'll pull out different colors and not even be aware that they're pulling out colors that their body needs for healing or for their organs or for whatever a chakra means. And what I've seen is about 99% of the time, it's right on the money about what color are you wearing and what do you need. So, for instance, look at the color you're wearing. What color is that?
My drab brown.
Well,
I know. I'm colorless. I always get accused of that I need color, but I don't know what that says about me.
Oh, it says fine. Brown means something, black means something, so all colors mean something. For instance, the color that I'm wearing today, which is more of like a teal or in the green family, this is connected to your heart chakra. And it's connected to, of course, how you love, how you feel, and lots of other things about the heart chakra. But each color that you wear, as you're correct, does kind of emanate how you feel each day and how you connect with people or not connect with people. But from my perspective, color connects to chakras. Chakras connect to organs. And that connects to what is the healing that you need to do that day, or what is the action that you need to do that day, or what is the objective that you need to do that day.
Well, so can that also go further, like when we talk about this experiment that they did? Mm-hmm. So what you just described is that our mood or our need determines what we wear or what colors we choose. But if we understand what the chakras are and what those colors mean, maybe we can proactively choose colors and choose different things to heal. I mean, does that make any sense?
Oh, completely, Silka. And I can tell you, before chakras were a big thing years and years ago, I was using chakra therapy, chakra healing with my clients. And I used to say to the women, okay, now, these are the areas that you really need for whatever it is. For instance, let's just say they need grounding. They need to be supported by Mother Earth, that they need to feel like they belong, that they're connected. So that'd be the first chakra, and the colors there are red and black. So I'd say, you know what, go out and get some red underwear or black underwear and wear that. Same thing with the bras. And for my men, because they make colorful underwear for men too. I'd say go out and get this, this, and this, a color for what you need. Or start wearing this color on top. Start wearing this color on the bottom. Or if you can't find the color, here's a gemstone to carry in your pocket. Or last but not least, if there's certain colors or gemstones that they need, because color, whether it's in clothing or color, whether it's in gemstone, wherever you might need it in the body, you can put it in your bra as well, and you carry the color and the gemstone that you need.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Well, so give us an example of a color and how that relates to a particular mood that or something you're experiencing.
Okay, so what I find a lot of times is that people maybe don't speak up as much as they would like, or they're afraid to speak up and say their truth, or you have another personality that speaks up all the time, but they speak up inappropriately, or they're really hard, or they're very offensive. So that has to do around the throat chakra, and that has to do with the color blue. So here is the clothing cognition from my perspective, that's a mouthful, is that you would wear something blue, because that would enhance whatever you need that goes with that throat chakra, which goes with that need, whether it's calming down the way you speak, speaking appropriately, or speaking up and choosing your words and having the strength and the courage to say what you really mean.
So I should wear blue every time I do the show with you.
You go right ahead, sucker.
Instead of brown. No, that's interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah, and you and I were talking, I think, shows earlier that we're going to be doing, I think, a series with the chakras.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So we'll be able to explain more, and people will probably be able to download it too, so they'll be able to really take it and run with it in many different ways.
Well, and see, this is what I love, because again, we're taking a subject that's very close to, to women, the shopping, something fun, but we're bringing a different perspective, or you're bringing a different perspective to it. But really, it is important. I didn't realize that it's scientifically proven how your clothing literally affects you. I mean, I thought it was fascinating. So we'll link to those articles as well as the information that you have about the chakra stuff. Give us another example. What would be, for example, if you're feeling, unloved, or we talked about finding your soulmate. You want to feel more attractive. Is there a chakra and a color for that?
Well, well, I tend to go a little bit deeper than that, and go to the component of, you talked about not feeling loved. To me, that's, do you love yourself enough to attract what you really need and want? So again, you can be wearing the color green, you can be putting gemstone in your bra, or if you're a man, wearing the color green up here, because remember, men do still love to shop, and they can still be wearing clothing that matches the colors that connect to the chakras, that connect to the organs. So you're getting a multifaceted approach. Each time you open up your drawers or you go into your closet to pull colors out.
So Paige, do you have a list of the chakras then, and the colors associated with it that we can link to? Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. We'll put that on there.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Well, what other words of advice or something, a takeaway, can you give our viewers on this segment before we close it out?
When it comes to colors and clothing, just think, when you get up in the morning and you haven't had your coffee yet, or you really don't know what to wear, just remember that whatever you pull out of your drawer has a meaning to it. And consciously and subconsciously, what you pull out is connecting to your physical body, that's connecting to your ethereal body, that's connecting to your spiritual body. It's all connected.
Really, that's really interesting. I'm going to look at clothing different from now on. I might even start shopping.
Oh.
And we look forward to talking with Scarlett, who's of course our styling expert, and she's dealt with this as well, not from the chakra level perhaps. So maybe she can, you're going to teach her some things there, but from this enclosed cognition and what that means. And she's had some interesting observations about her clients as well. So we look forward to talking with her. And Paige, always fun to talk with you, of course. We'll see you next time on another episode of Our Second Act with Paige and Silka.
For your second act of life.
Bye, Paige. Thanks so much.
Bye, Silka.
Bye. So glad you were able to join us today. If you haven't already done so, please take one quick second and subscribe to our channel. Button's right over here. And we always love hearing from our viewers. So leave us your comments below or visit our website, secondact.tv. See you next time.